Hello everyone, and welcome to a new mini-series thingy. I'm not exactly sure what to call it, but here I will discuss each new feature coming soon to doors in an unnecessary amount of depth. Essentially, a while back it was confirmed by the developers that the mines will be receiving a bunch of smaller content updates in the near future. And what's more interesting is that a bunch of information was revealed about what it will exactly be in these updates. For this video, we'll be discussing improvements to the Shears and Lockpick items that will be coming to the game. Also, I promise this video will be interesting. Don't be put off by how it's just about 2 random items, as these 2 random items will actually become pretty cool in a future update. So with all of that being said, let's begin. Alright, so first I want to begin by discussing changes that will come to the Lockpick. Now, as you all probably know, lockpicks are items which can be found in the hotel, and they can be used to bypass locked rooms if you don't want to spend time looking for the actual key. One of the problems I, and seemingly the developers, had with this item is that it was completely and utterly useless in Floor 2, given how there are no locked rooms in that floor. However, it seems that this is going to be fortunately changed in one of the future updates. Apparently, the developers are toying around with the idea of being able to use lockpicks on generators, meaning that at some point we may be able to bypass generator rooms, which are the mine's equivalent of the locked rooms in the hotel. Now, I'm not too concerned about the logistics of how a lockpick can make a generator bug out and open a door, but what I am concerned about are the other uses for the lockpicks in Floor 2. Essentially, in the hotel, lockpicks have around 2 uses. One is to obviously bypass locked doors, but the other is to open locked chests, which are hidden containers which typically contain valuable items. Now, the role of locked chests is already taken by vine-covered chests in Floor 2, so how could the lockpicks gain even more versatility in the mines? Well, I believe that there are actually 2 mechanics already in the mines which could include a feature involving lockpicks. You see, 2 containers unique to the mines are small lockers and toolboxes, both which can contain items within them. So I think, and maybe even theorize a little, that locked versions of these containers could periodically spawn in the mines, similar to the locked chests in the hotel, and once opened by using a lockpick on them, they would reveal valuable items. This would not only add more versatility for the item in Floor 2, but it would also make sense logistically, as lockers and toolboxes are both able to be locked in real life. Lockers even have the word lock in their name, so I definitely could see locked versions of both of these containers coming to the game in a future update. Moving on, let's discuss changes coming to the Shears. Now, as many of you probably know, Shears are an item found in garden rooms within the mines, as well as in the courtyard in the hotel, and their purpose is to cut vines which can block various things. For example, in Floor 2 you can find vine-covered chests, which can be opened with the Shears. Additionally, you can access vine-covered shortcuts within the nest, and you can unlock the courtyard basement by cutting the vines on its entrance door with the Shears in the courtyard. Now, I personally think that all of those functionalities are enough for the Shears, but apparently the developers don't think so, as more purposes for the item were confirmed to come in a future update. Now, the only confirmed new feature is that, similar to how lockpicks may be used to bypass generator rooms, Shears may also share the same purpose. Essentially, in some generator rooms there will be secret vine-covered passageways which lead behind the closed gate, meaning anyone with Shears can cut the vines and use the passageway to instantly go behind the gate and progress with the game without having to power the generator. However, the developers did imply that this wouldn't be the only new feature for the Shears coming to the game, and although we can't be certain about what else is to come, I do have one theory. Essentially, we know that a new subfloor is coming to doors soon, and similar to how the room subfloor requires a skeleton key to be accessed, I believe the Shears will be needed to access this new subfloor. I made a video going into much more depth as to why I think this, so make sure you check that out afterwards, but all you need to know is that I think the entrance to this new subfloor will be blocked off by vines, and we will need the Shears to cut these vines. Anyways, that was essentially the entire video. I'm excited to see these items gain some new functionalities in a future update. So, let me know your thoughts about these changes in the comments, and with all of that being said, thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.